So Doctor Who news happened, so of course we gotta talk about that. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between. So, Disney, to no one's shock, did not renew Doctor Who with their contract going forward. And, well, that's interesting because no one's surprised by that whatsoever, except for maybe some of the people who had some disillusions on that. Personally, not upset by this. I kind of expected it to happen. Doctor Who with Russell T Davies, there was a video I did back in the day where I was excited that they were bringing it back. And I didn't know Russell T Davies would make me miss Chris Chibnall. Chris Chibnall was the worst showrunner in Doctor Who history, casting Jodie Whittaker and making the absolute dumpster fire that is his era. And then Russell T Davies said, I can come back and make it worse. Disney didn't renew the deal, and it's being reported by insiders that Disney spent more than their $100 million deal and spent closer to $200 million. $8.5 million an episode. That is insane. There are movies made for less than that. I guess for perspective, 10 Cloverfield Lane was made for $2.5 million. One episode of this era of Doctor Who was $8.5 million. And there were episodes that were more, but Disney spent over $200 million. They saw the lowest viewership ratings ever with Ncuti Gatwa and Russell T Davies. They saw no spike in merchandise sales. They saw nothing. Virtually no support, except for people on the radical left. So, it didn't work. And Disney regretted it. They definitely had buyer's remorse because, again, reports are saying Disney made BBC come out and be like, yeah, we did not get the new deal. We did get an announcement that Doctor Who is coming back for a Christmas special in 2026, written by Russell T Davies. And they're working on the plan going forward. Now, some people have said that's because they never actually had a season 3 in mind, and the deal died that long ago. I don't know if that's the case, but if they're having to scale back their budgets after Disney basically forked the bill, they're probably having to re-look at stories and scripts and say, can we actually afford to do this? So there's that. But we're getting a Doctor Who Christmas special in 2026. I never wanted Doctor Who to die. I think that the last few years of Doctor Who have been the darkest and worst it's ever been to be a Doctor Who fan. Why did Doctor Who have low viewership ratings? Well, you spent a few years kind of getting down the pandering rabbit hole, then you went full-blown, and you had Ncuti Gatwa, you had that one cross-dresser, and you had all of that kind of stuff. And you just hammered it in all the time. And if you want to politically lean your Doctor Who episode, be my guest, but that wasn't leaning, that was jumping off a cliff. That didn't work. American audiences won't respond to that, and Doctor Who got a lot of its momentum from American audiences really backing it because we wanted to watch British television. We loved the British cultural television, and you kind of killed that. You brought that back. Personally, I would be content if they went back to the storytelling level of the Capaldi era, because the Capaldi era, I think, is one of the most underappreciated, but Capaldi is the best Doctor ever. I said it. I'm guessing the Billy Piper thing is going to be the Christmas special, and then if we have Russell T Davies hand over the keys to somebody else. And Ncuti Gatwa, we all know now, it was BS, that his body was getting old. Mother trucker, you are my age, and I go to the gym all the time, I lift heavy weights, I do all that stuff, don't you give me that. Well, if you want the show to succeed, hand the baton off to a showrunner that's not going to turn it into RuPaul's Drag Race. That's probably a good start. But oh man, I'm just tearing into one of my favorite shows. David Tennant's coming back. That's just kind of, I feel like David Tennant's going to come back for a Christmas special with Billie Piper. And then they're going to do their au revoir. And with any luck, we'll maybe get some better Doctor Who after that. So we got to put up with at least one more Russell T Davies 2 era thing. I can't. It breaks my heart how much I hate the new era of Doctor Who right now. And I'm probably going to go back tonight and watch some, like, Jon Pertwee era. That sounds kind of nice. I like Jon Pertwee. Anyways, guys, gals, and everything in between, do you even care that Doctor Who is kind of back? Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got plenty more videos coming to ya. Love you guys.